deliberate input from the cockpit forced the Boeing 737 plane into its catastrophic nosedive. The pilots did not respond to repeated calls coming in from the air traffic controllers and the nearby planes during the rapid descent. The jet, which was en route from Kunming to Guangzhou, crashed on 21st of March after a sudden plunge from cruising altitude. It killed 123 passengers and 9 crew members on board. It is termed as mainland China's deadliest aviation disaster in 28 years. Chinese investigators have led the crash inquiry. However, U.S. officials are involved as the Boeing plane is made in the United States of America. I'm being joined on the special broadcast by 3 guests. First up, we've got Wing Commander Anil Goyal. He's retired former Air Force pilot. Dr. Kapil Kakar, a psychologist, and Surjit Singh Panesar, aviation expert. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us on this broadcast. Let me begin this with our first guest. My first question is about whether there can be a deliberate attempt or not. Is it even possible? Wing Commander Anil Goyal, if you could respond to that in terms of whether deliberately can a pilot do this?
Okay, ma'am. First of all the commercial flying is done with 2 pilots in the flight deck.
Okay.
So one pilot, supposedly, maybe he is not mentally well or mentally sick.
Okay.
Let's assume that, and he tries to control the airplane and put aircraft in dive, while the other pilot is sitting and watching him do that is, I think, totally impossible situation. So that's why in a commercial airline there is always 2 sets of pilots who are equally qualified. One is a captain, another one is a co-pilot, who knows their duties and responsibilities very well, who have been tested for stress management, who have been tested for crew management, who has been tested for leadership qualities.
No, but Wing Commander Anil Goyal saying that this is not possible, that it's a deliberate attempt. Absolutely, 100% is not possible. As long as there is instances from the past, whether it was 1997 December, Indonesia, Silkar Flight 185, a theory says that the pilot deliberately crashed the plane. In October 99 is when there was an Egyptian flight 990. The first officer deliberately crashed the plane into the Atlantic. November 13, you had another aircraft March for 2014 as well. So we've had instances like this before. So this doesn't really sound like a first-up incident.
No, ma'am, it is not a first of its kind incident, but after every incident, the aviation industry has drawn lessons and we have moved ahead.
Okay.
Now, before any pilot is selected, he undergoes a lot of tests for operational flying. He undergoes routine conversion check. Before he is employed, he is tested for various attributes. He is carried out, a psychological assessment is carried out of the pilot. So the airlines have various stopgap measures today to prevent such an incident from happening.